Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fine today. If you have just found me, I greet you specially. Thank you for coming. I'm hoping this won't be just a stop by. I will be happy to see you join us by clicking that subscribe button. I know you're going to have a good time here. So it's holiday in Lagos, Nigeria, and I'll be making some chin chin for the beautiful little humans in my house, always saying they're hungry, even if what they want is just something to snack on. This is a typical Nigerian chin chin, and it is one of the easiest and simplest recipes you will find. I have written the ingredient measurement in the description box, and I'll also mention them as we go on. So in here I have 9 cups of all-purpose flour. I have sifted this, and to that I will add half cup of sugar because we don't eat a lot of sugar in my house. So please add more to your taste. You can do 1 cup if you like. That is half teaspoon of salt. And this is baking powder to give the chin chin that soft crunch. If you prefer the rock kind of texture, please leave this out. So I'll be using just a teaspoon of this. If you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button for me, and if you'd like to see more of my recipes, kindly subscribe to my channel. I know that your time here will be worth it. Using a whisk, I'll combine all the dry ingredients properly. I almost forgot to add nutmeg, but thankfully I have not gone past the stage to add it. So I'll quickly grate that in. And I like to use the seed as it's more flavorful than the powdered ones in sachet. So just a half of this seed is okay. And again, I'll mix that together. For this recipe, I will use margarine, and this is a very popular brand in our market. It's a 250-gram sachet, and I'll be using everything for the 9 cups of flour that I have here. Please feel free to replace this with butter if you prefer, but this is a typical Nigerian chin chin, so we use margarine. Okay, so I will work in the margarine in the flour until it looks like breadcrumbs. Just a little patience and we will get there. Shout out to you, dear subscribers. Thank you so much for all of your support. Now I will add 1 cup of evaporated milk. You can use powdered if you like. And because 1 cup of liquid won't be enough to form the dough, I will also add 1 cup of water and begin to combine. So in total, I used 2 cups of liquid for this recipe. I'm also not using eggs in this recipe, so please note that if you will be using eggs, the amount of milk and water that you'll be using has to reduce. This is where the work is, so if you get tired, you can rest for a bit and then keep going, or just use a mixer if you have. Me, I don't have, so my hands will do this job. So I will keep folding in until it comes together. This took about 10 to 12 minutes. And what I have here is a dough that is not sticky and it is not so stiff. I will portion the dough into smaller sizes and get ready to roll them. I will sprinkle some flour lightly on the work surface so that the dough doesn't stick to it. And after rolling, I will be cutting the chin chin in 2 ways. I found a really cool fancy way to cut chin chin on Facebook, which I will show you if you stay with me. I will also be cutting into cubes, the popular shape that we see everywhere in Nigeria. I am using a pizza cutter, which makes this job really easy and fast. Now going across the horizontal lines to form the cubes. I should mention that the dough is ½ inch thick. Now transferring the cubes to a tray which has been lightly floured. Then I'll go on to make more cubes. Just want to show you the thickness of the dough. I will be using this bottle cover to make the second shape. That's the half moon shape. Cutting this way did take a bit more time compared to the cube shapes, but hey, it's different and fun looking. So and the children also had a go at cutting, and they were so thankful that I let them join in on this one, and they told everyone that cared to listen that they made chin chin, and they made moon shaped chin chin in particular. So I made sure to cut all the dough before frying because I need all the attention when I'm frying. Now I'm done with cutting, so I will heat up some oil in this pot because I think that the fry pan is quite shallow for frying chin chin, and that was me just trying to see if the oil is hot enough, and now it is hot enough. So I'll put the chin chin in gently while making sure that I do not overcrowd the pot so that the temperature of the oil does not drop. That way the chin chin doesn't soak too much oil, and it is important to continue to stir at intervals while frying. Almost done, and at this stage you do not look away, because if you look away for 1 minute it will burn. It just takes a few seconds after that stage for it to be ready, and now it is ready, and I am taking them out of the oil. This is the one we cut into cubes, so gently I'll drop some. The chin chin, the cubes will usually separate on their own once they get into the hot oil. And this is the half moon shaped chin chin we just finished frying. So I'll continue to stir at intervals and make sure not to look away from it. And like I said earlier, at this stage, before you know it, it is ready. And now it's ready. I'll go on to fry the other batches. Please don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel. I have loads of amazing recipes to share with you. And we are done. Chin chin is ready. I will let it cool completely before transferring into this airtight container and cover it up and wait for my people to finish it in less than 1 week. I hope you find this recipe useful. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you again with another fantastic recipe. Bye.